Hi everyone, I'm Tirza Schaefer and I wanted to record this video to go on YouTube as well to give you some information about my own person and about my Facebook groups because there are some changes that are quite important. So if you're interested at all in books and spirituality, not just spiritual books, by the way. I'm a romance author as well. So if that interests you in any way, I would invite you to stay on and watch. So the first thing is I write steamy romance novels, but I'm also a spiritual coach, a goddess coach. I work with goddess archetypes with women, to discover more about themselves, empower themselves, and embrace their goddess powers. That's basically it in a nutshell. There's lots of stuff, spiritual information on my website as well as on my books, so you can find it all there. Now, I found that I'm very active on social media in the bookish community, and I found like I can't really balance the spiritual and the writing side, and do both things separately, which I have different Facebook groups, and so I was kind of neglecting one for the other, just being really busy in the bookish community, neglecting the spiritual side. And so I was thinking about it's a lion's gate, something has to happen now, something new, fresh energy come in, and all that. So I've decided I'm just going to downsize everything. So I deleted one Facebook group, which was just a spiritual advertising group, where people could just advertise their services and products, anything to do with spirituality. And, that wasn't doing anything. I was just kind of admitting for other people to post their stuff, and nothing really happened from there. So I deleted that completely. Felt already a bit better and lighter. So that was a bit of a dead weight before. Then I've got two big groups. One is called Tirza's Bookstore and the Magic Book Corner. And I'm running that together with my friend Laura, who is an internationally renowned book blogger. And, and she's an absolutely brilliant person, and loves to support the indie writers community as well. So we're doing that together, and it's great fun. I absolutely love it. Since she's on board, it's so much more fun, actually. So I'm so grateful to have her in there. So now we're co-owners. And then there is another group, which is actually my largest, which is a spiritual group. Creations from the heart space, but I'm going to shut that down. And I tell you the reason why is I don't want to keep it separately anymore. I do not wish to go so deeply into just spirituality. I don't want to run two things parallel. I want to merge everything. I'm one person, I'm doing both, so I'm going to be doing both in one group. I've talked to Laura about this. If she's all right, obviously, we're a team, so we decide things together. I don't just go over her head, obviously. That would be a bit mean. Anyway, so she loved the idea. She's in a spiritual group as well. So from now on, in the bookstore group, there is going to be also spiritual information, like I'm going to post my articles with, about the goddesses, power animals, gods, stuff like that. I'll be doing occasionally card readings or guided meditation or such stuff, So it's really just the beginning stages, the planning and everything. So it's nothing concrete yet, but I will be shutting the other group down. And even though that's the largest group with nearly 2,000 people in there, there's nothing happening there for a while because I had a massive burnout in 2019. For those who don't know that, I wasn't able to work at all for a whole year. And then I very gradually, got back into real life again. I'm happy to say I'm back, I'm here, but, still on maybe 80% capacity, but, that's good enough. So, so I've decided this is it, this is my life, this is me, that's who I am, who I have become. And rather than fretting about, how can I juggle all these things and all these interests and things, just bring them into one place. What I love about Facebook groups is that you have those guide sections when you can switch the group to a learning group, something like that. And then you have guide sections. You can have different posts under different guides. It's like folders where you can put everything in. So we've amassed quite a library in there with some information, which is cool. And we keep adding to it, like book reviews and tips for writers and, all sorts of different stuff, even instructional tutorials. And we are going to obviously, broaden that to also incorporate different spiritual things. I've got a friend who also writes on crystals, and she is also a guest author, a resident guest author on my website. So I can also take that information, put that into that group, and, have her own album in there. For crystals, so you can get some information about it. And also it's nice because you can actually use crystals, like when you're writing, like, different ones. If you want to write like really sweet romance, you read, you put like a rose quartz there and, I don't know, hang it around your neck, whatever you like, because that's like a lovey-dovey, sweet kind of love thing. Or, if you want to write a thriller, you have to think a lot and put all different strands together. You might rather have like a different kind of like an amethyst or something. I'm not so sure about that now. We've got to ask Susanna, but she is absolutely brilliant. So she's not much on social media, but I can outsource the information and put it in, and you can contact her and order things from her straight as well. So that's another great resource right there. And and obviously my other articles and so on for you to, if you like to read up a bit on mythology, want to do some self-development. I'm a Reiki master, Usui Reiki master, and I'm a founder of Goddess Reiki, so you can, totally do some healing sessions in there as well. I've done all that in the other group, so, I'd love to do that, put it all together as one. And if you look in the info text of this video, you can see all the relevant relevant links. So, if you want to be part of that, part of my tribe, my community, please come join us. We're positive, we support each other. We have things going on as well where other authors can showcase their talents, their books and everything. We've just started an album where you can put in your books, asking for reviews, and readers can have a look and say, if you provide a free ebook copy, I'm gonna read it and review it for you, that kind of thing. So, even authors can swap when I have to. I don't have time to read anything else, really. My list is that long already, and I'm behind with that. But readers are very welcome. Then we have also other things, like lots of things, like every week, there's writing exercises and funny stuff or sexy stuff, so there's because there's a lot of romance authors in there. We're going to have what we had already and it's going to continue. You know, pictures of sexy men or women or couples or whatever, you know, and you can totally join in with that as long as it abides by Facebook police rules, you know, obviously, you know, the important parts have to be covered and that sort of thing. But, you know, if you're fine with that mix, come join us. It's going to be so much fun. And it's, you know, and it's a community. It's really a community. It's not just, you know, everybody come here and, you know, celebrate just my books. You know, we celebrate each other and we support each other and we raise and lift each other up together. So that's a very important thing to me. That's how I've always been. I'm a team worker. I love doing things together with others, you know, and help each other. And that's the kind of energy and, you know, and the intention that I bring into my work and, you know, into my social media presence as well. So yeah, I really love that. That makes me happy if I can make somebody else happy as well. You know, that's the first thing, to build that community. I've had a long time not having that, like not having contact with other writers and that sort of thing, and felt pretty lonely and desperate, quite frankly. So I'm really happy that I've got that now. I'm really in the thick of it, involved in it, and so on. You know, and I want to make that even bigger and more momentous and all that. So yeah, come and join us. So there you go. That's it. That's what I wanted to let you know, and I hope you're curious enough to, you know, come try it out, have a look. Right.